Hi guys, how are you? Soy Andrea.
Hola, yo soy Gloria.
And we're the founders of the Spanish Studio. This lesson we've made for you about the word sed. Sed is quite a difficult word to try to explain. There are many ways to use it in Spanish. We have a few people asking us, how do we use sed, or what does it mean? They see it all the time. How do we use it? So we decided to make this lesson giving you 4 different examples of how to use sed. And try to give you some more clarification. So Mama Colombia is going to give you some examples in Spanish and I'm going to translate them, so making it a bit more easier for you. We've chosen these 4 examples because they're the most common and they're a lot easier to use. So without further ado, let's begin. Before we start, understand that sed is a pronoun. It's usually referring to something that is a third-party action or a third party. The first example will be sed as a reflexive pronoun. So it's going to be referring to a third party and a third party action. So the first one in Spanish would be
Ella se maquilla bien.
Ella se maquilla bien. So she puts on makeup well. It's describing someone else. She put it on makeup herself. The second.
Él se bañó temprano.
Él se bañó temprano. He showered early. That's explaining something that he did himself. He showered himself early. You can't say you could say él se baña temprano, but that just means he showers early, like he showers quite often early. This one is él se bañó temprano. He showered early. The next example would be sed as a reciprocal action.
Mis padres se conocieron hace 30 años.
Se conocieron. They met 30 years ago. That's third parties and an action that they did 30 years ago. It's reciprocal because they both met 30 years ago. Se conocieron, they met 30 years ago. So that's an action that these 2 people, mi padres, my parents, did 30 years ago, if that makes sense. The next example.
Ellos se aman.
Ellos se aman. They love each other. That's another reciprocal action of third parties. Ellos se aman. The next example.
Se venden casas.
Se venden casas. That is kind of like,
That's sort of in general.
in general, houses are being sold here, right?
Yeah. Or we can say se habla español. Another sample is just in general.
In general, se habla español. So you would say, en España se habla español. In Spain, Spanish is spoken. Or en esta casa se habla español. In this house, Spanish is spoken.
Okay. O no se fuma acá.
No se fuma acá translates to there's no smoking here. Or there is no smoking here. So that is another way. We're not saying you can't smoke here, he can't smoke here. We're saying in general, there is no smoking here. That's another example of using sed. No se fuma acá. No se fuma. There is no smoking. Acá, here. Does that make sense? Does that give you a bit more clarification? We have our last example.
The last sample is with valor, is intensive.
Alright, to describe something with a bit more intensity.
Intensity, yeah, okay. Él se comió toda la comida.
Él se comió, he ate toda la comida, all the food. We could say él comió la comida, he ate the food, but when we add se, it just intensifies it. He ate the food, or he ate all the food. Like
too much.
Like too much food. Él se comió todo. Él se comió todo, like, oh, he ate everything, or he ate everything. Can you see how it makes it more intense?
Okay.
It adding se makes it sound like it was a big deal. Él se comió todo. Another example.
Another example would be todos se fueron.
Todos se fueron. Todos se fueron, as in everyone left. Todos se fueron. Another example.
Ella se comió todo el postre.
Ella se comió todo el postre. She ate the whole dessert. Or the whole thing. Postre is dessert. She ate the whole dessert. Or she ate the dessert. Or she ate the whole dessert. Or she ate the whole dessert. Adding se gives that sentence so much more intensity. You can see how said is really referring to an action that a third person is doing, whether él se comió todo or él se bañó temprano, ella se comió todo. It's referring, these examples are more referring to third parties and their actions, and giving it a bit more intensity by adding se before the action, right? Yeah, or talking in general as well.
It doesn't really have a specific meaning.
Yeah, it doesn't have a specific translation in English. So, no se fuma aquí, no se fuma aquí. There is no smoking here. That's again general, and that's an action. And then when we're talking about he or she or they, we add it in there too, when it's reciprocal. And lastly, when we want to intensify. I hope that gave you a bit more clarification. If you need a bit more examples, or you want to discuss this further, or you want more different uses, because there are a lot. We just chose the top 4 just to make it easier, and the most common. Please write to us on Messenger on Facebook. It is the_Spanish_studio, or write to us on Instagram, Facebook, or here on YouTube. And we'll contact you back. We'll give you some more examples and do more videos to give you a bit more understanding of the complicated word that is se.
If we can explain better, please let us know if you understand, what we're trying to teach you. And help us to get better so you can get better too.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Ciao.